The defeat to Greece was a major reality check for both Lee Carsley and the England setup. Despite the wealth of attacking talent at his disposal, the game highlighted that simply packing the team with creative players does not guarantee success. In fact, it may have shown that finding the right balance is more crucial than trying to fit in as many stars as possible. With Bukayo Saka and Anthony Gordon on the wings and Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, and Cole Palmer operating centrally, England seemed to lack structure. The absence of Harry Kane as the focal point in attack further contributed to the lack of cohesion. Greece, on the other hand, approached the game with tactical discipline and took full advantage of England's defensive gaps. Pavlidis, in particular, was a constant threat, and England were fortunate that 3 of his side's goals were ruled offside. The warning signs were there from the beginning, with Greece's rapid counterattacks exposing England's defensive fragility early on. Despite some late efforts from Bellingham to salvage the game, including his 87th-minute equalizer, England's lack of composure and organisation was ultimately their undoing. The loss will likely spark renewed discussions about England's tactical direction. Carsley's admission that the attacking experiment was his idea and his willingness to shoulder the blame is commendable, but it might not be enough to reassure those who question whether he is the right long-term solution for the role. England's performance raised fundamental questions about whether their best players can function together in the same lineup without compromising balance. Moreover, the injury to Saka, which forced his substitution early in the second half, only added to England's woes. Carsley was forced into changes, bringing off Gordon and Foden as well, but by that point, Greece had sensed blood and were determined to make history at Wembley. Pavlidis's 94th-minute winner ensured that Greece celebrated a famous victory and etched their name into the record books as the lowest-ranked team to win a competitive game on English soil. This result will undoubtedly have repercussions for Carsley's future and for England's search for a permanent manager. Carsley's earlier wins over Ireland and Finland had bolstered his chances of landing the job full-time, but this shocking defeat could erase much of the goodwill he had built up. The loss not only damages his candidacy but also reignites the debate about how best to utilize England's immense pool of attacking talent without compromising the team's overall shape and effectiveness. For Carsley and England, the next challenge against Finland looms large, and it's clear that a more pragmatic and balanced approach will be required to avoid further embarrassment.